Hey again, and welcome back. Today I wanted to play with this little audio amplifier that I got in a mailbag not too long ago. I have a project in mind for this, but before I can make a project, I have to figure out how and if it will actually work. So instead of messing around with it off camera, I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride. So this looks very simple. It's just literally a left and right and shield input from, say, like an audio jack, a 5 volt in, a left speaker out plus minus, a right speaker out plus minus, and that's about it. I didn't check the data sheet yet um, for this thing. There may be some volume control or something. I don't really know. But this is kind of how I attack things. I sort of start from the basics and then work my way up. So I gathered the stuff I would need. So I got these little speakers here. So they're 8 ohms, half watt capable. I don't know if they're going to sound any good, but whatever. I figured, oh, they're very magnetic. Interesting. I figured I'd give these a shot. Probably won't be able to use it on this metal surface because they're extremely magnetic. That's a surprisingly strong magnet. I got a audio jack. So this one, this was before I was making YouTube videos. I ordered a whole bunch of these. They were, I think, 10 for $5 or something. This one's cut up, and I put solder on the leads so that I could use it for projects like this. So I'm going to try this guy. I don't know if it still works, but we'll see. For the speakers, I got some wire out of a phone, like a phone cord, like a regular phone jack. So I got some wire, and so that'll be good to just push into the breadboard. But eventually, I do want to make this connectable. I also got these pin headers so I can solder it into this amplifier board and pop it into a breadboard. So I also have the requisite breadboard. And I made a video a while ago about cheap iPhone chargers that kept failing on me. So here's one of them. So the charger itself is fine, but the cable actually is what's bad. And I have 2 wires coming out of here, and I have put solder on them so they're breadboardable. They cut the data lines short. So this should work to give us our 5 volts. Is that pretty much everything covered? I think so. I guess we'll get started here. Move this out of the way. Oh, actually, I hope this is breadboard compatible. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's 0.1 inch spacing, which is nice. Alright, I need to grab a set of pliers, and I need to cut 2 sets of 2 pins and 1 set of 3. So here's the 2s. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 set of 3 pins, just like that. And now I just need to set these up in a way that will allow me to solder it together. It looks like I skipped 3. Is that proper? Yeah, that's proper spacing. Alright. I'll need the 2, I think it was here. Nope, 1 down. You could damage your breadboard if you're not too good at soldering like this. But these breadboards are cheap. They're kind of there for that, at least here on this channel. Did I mess that up again? Oh, maybe the spacing isn't exact. I will gladly settle for close enough. Yeah, it seems like the spacing isn't quite right. But if I can finagle this together, yeah, there we go. I will definitely accept close enough. This is a lot of very small soldering. I can't see all too well. I should really get one of those jeweler's visors. Oops, like Pile of Stuff got. There's one. Trying to get in and out of there pretty quickly. Trying to get the leg and the pad hot. You don't want just one. There we go. And over here. Come on. So not only will this let me breadboard it, but because I've been ordering a bunch of little connectors, I can also use this with speakers. Oh, missed one. I can use this with speakers, detachable speakers. I'm not sure if these speakers are proper. Put this aside. I'm not sure if they're proper for the job, but this is what I have, and this is what will fit the project I have in mind. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to give ourselves a decent length here, but not too long. Want this to stay pretty compact, and this probably will become my set of test speakers. Just trim a little bit off the end. Also, if you're noticing, I don't have a set of regular generic wire strippers. So if you have a link to a decent pair of eBay wire strippers that you can vouch for, don't give me what your cousin said was fine. I want something you've actually used. Let me know, because I am looking to buy some. Nothing wrong with doing it this way, just a bit more finicky when you have a short cable to deal with. Longer cables are easier, you have more grip. So cut here. I've also never worked with phone cable before, so I don't know if the insulation's any different. But yeah, that's the major downside to using snippers instead of strippers, is that you have the chance to cut right through. Not too concerned about the current handling capabilities of these wires either, because 8 ohms at 5 volts, that is something in the milliamp hundreds, couple hundred milliamp range, something like that. And that's only really at peak power. If you run your power down a bit, then you don't have to worry at all. Also, I guess these things are thick enough. Want a close approximation here. Not looking for it to be perfect. Just want it to be good enough. This is only prototype. Basically bringing you guys along for the testing. And if you can guess what I'm building, then guess what I'm building in the comments. I don't know if I'll be able to confirm or deny. But either way, should be pretty fun to have a guess as to what I'm building. See who's right. And one more strip. Hopefully I don't break this wire. Oh, that was close. There we go. So the problem with regular wire strippers is they're typically too aggressive if they're for big wires. For these little wires, the ones that are good for the little wires don't do the big wires. I kind of want something that's, you know, right in the middle, Goldilocks zone. Okay, I'm going to solder onto here. Don't know how long this will take to heat up. Oh, heat it up really quick. I like that these are magnetic because they stick to my metal base here. Easy to solder to. Oh yeah. Gotta get some heat flowing into there. Good. Alright, I gotta tin the small edges. These guys. Easier said than done. I'm not exactly Big Clive with my handling of this. Well, let's see if I can just reflow it on. So the plus and the negative are marked there. I'm going to stick this in like that. Heat it up, hope it wicks up. Yeah, that's very well installed. Positive here. Good. That one's done. Working with small wires is actually easier. You don't need as much heat. Nope. Slipped. And if you can avoid it, don't use that inner pad there. So there's a pad here and here, and there's a pad here and here. Those inner ones actually connect the wire to the voice coil of the speakers. So if you were to solder onto that and get it too hot, it could actually burn the voice coil wire, or you could accidentally disconnect it and then your speaker isn't good anymore. Not that I know that these speakers are good, but at the moment I have no reason to assume that they are broken. Just gonna run a little solder on the edges of these wires just to make them easier to insert into the breadboard. Just make sure you don't go too thick. If you go too thick, they won't go in at all. I think I have a spider on my arm, but soldering has to come first. There we go. Okay, so we got our two speakers. That's done. Not very magnetic in this direction, pretty magnetic in that direction though. Interesting fact. I'm guessing I don't know. You would think it would go through this metal backing, but really it's just being transmitted by the shell. Okay, that's done. We have our power supply here. That's good. Don't need anything with that. We have our cable here. Now with this cable, this is the pinout. If you didn't know, but it's a tip, ring, and sleeve. So you see the tip with its own connector, the ring is its own connector and the sleeve is its own connector. So we just need to know which is which on this specific one. So got some alligator clips here. Put my multimeter into continuity mode. Okay, hook up the tip like that. I'll put the buzzer on for you. Okay, so we got the tip. Now we just have to find out which one of these colors is connected to the tip. So red is left. I should write that down because I won't have access to the video until so that's red, more like pink, but whatever. Go the sleeve. Sleeve is blue and white is the right connection. All right. Bring this back up like that. Maybe I'll center this a little bit more. I don't know if it'll actually go back in the breadboard. Ugh, ouch. Kind of stabbed myself there. It's kind of a spring fit the way we soldered it together. There we go. Okay, so my power supply, put the black in the negative and the red in the positive. Hopefully that stays, and hopefully they don't short to each other. That would be bad. Maybe I'll separate them from a few more spots. There we go. As long as I get that negative in there properly, should be good to go. Okay, pos and neg are in these bottom two rails. Now, I need my audio in. So I need my audio cable. And we just saw that red is left, white is on the right. So left to the L, white is on the right. There we go. And then blue or green or whatever the heck this is, we'll go right in the middle. Now, I know you probably think we're going to lose audio quality because we don't have a shield. This cable is unshielded, so, you know, lower your expectations here. All right, we need 5 volts in. So let me grab a cable. We'll go black for the negative and red for the positive. So red positive, like so. Black negative, like so. And now we need to put our speakers in. This one here over to my right will be plus in there, and negative in there. It's got a little solder ball at the end. It's okay, you can just push it in. There we go. Once it passes the end, it's not so bad. Okay. Gonna see what I can do. Probably I'll stick these down, actually. I do want to get my tablet in here to show you what I'm going to be playing so you have an idea what's going on. So there's one. Here's going to be number 2. Just put a little bit of sticky tack down. Like so. Left. This is on my left. Not sure if it's camera left as well. My wife will tell you I'm bad at directions. Unfortunately, I'm a stereotype in that sense. So my left and my right, not that great, but I think I got it. Okay. Out and back in like that. There we go. Got a nice little speaker set up there. Okay. Now, gotta go to YouTube and find something to play on this. And I think that video, because it only has copyright-free music, will be my promo video for the live shoot I did. Maybe you'll be able to see it, maybe not. Bright studio lights here. But let me plug this in. Make sure there's no smoke. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's working, but let's go. Oh, I hear noise. I don't know if this speaker is any good. I'm not sure if this one's any good because it's extremely scratchy. Ooh, a lot of interference there. Let's try again. Ah, there we go. It's like the cone in the middle has some sort of adhesive on it. They're not very high quality speakers, don't get me wrong. Let's try again. Yeah, it seems to work. Let's crank it up. Okay, they go fairly loud, but this one here is not too good. It works though. That's a good sign. It works. The speakers are okay. I don't know if I'm gonna damage it by unplugging one channel, but oh well, that's how you learn, right? Let me see if it works with just the single. Okay, so yeah, both speakers are not too great. Let me go find some different speakers and see if we can make it work. You know what? I actually had an idea. Why don't I put them in series? Whoops, what are you doing? Just making sure my video doesn't play here. All right. So why don't I take this out and put this over here. Let's say here. So the noise will go, like the audio signal will go through the positive, through the speaker, out the negative, into the positive of this speaker, and then out the negative, and then I'll put this in the negative here. So instead of having a single 8 ohm speaker, I will have 2 speakers with 16 ohm equivalent. It should lower the volume and maybe control the scratchiness. Let's give that a shot. It's perfect. It sounds way better. It sounds way better. So these speakers went from borderline unusable to pretty much perfect for my project. So basically, I'll have to make sure, is this warm? Not really. I'll have to make sure I can run 4 of these speakers, just 2 pairs in series, and then I'll be good to go. So this thing is good. I'm all right to go forward on my prototype. So thanks a lot for dropping by and watching me mess around with this stuff, and I hope you'll be subscribed for when the actual project I'm doing with this will begin. Thanks for watching.